In the attic of an old, weathered Victorian mansion, Sarah discovered a dusty, forgotten doll. It was a porcelain beauty with piercing blue eyes, delicate curls, and an intricate lace dress. She felt a strange connection to the doll, as if it were calling out to her. Sarah decided to bring the doll down to her bedroom, carefully placing it on her nightstand. As the nights passed, she began to notice peculiar occurrences. The doll's eyes seemed to follow her, and its expression shifted from serenity to sadness. Sarah was unnerved but tried to dismiss her unease. She named the doll Emily, and they became companions. However, as time went on, the doll's presence grew more malevolent. One night, Sarah was jolted awake by the sound of laughter. She glanced at Emily, only to find her sitting upright in the middle of the bed, a sinister grin on her porcelain face. Sarah reached for the doll to return it to the nightstand, but the moment her fingers brushed Emily's lace, the room plunged into darkness. The doll's laughter grew louder, echoing through the room, and Sarah felt a cold, bony hand on her shoulder. She turned to find Emily had disappeared, but the laughter continued to surround her. Terrified, Sarah called her friend, Lisa, who rushed over. Together, they searched the house, their fear growing with every creaking floorboard. They found Emily in the basement, sitting on an old rocking chair, her eyes now as dark as coal. Sarah, determined to rid herself of the haunted doll, wrapped Emily in an old blanket and drove to the nearest cemetery. There, she buried the doll beneath the shadow of a gnarled tree, whispering prayers to keep the malevolent spirit at bay. But when Sarah returned home, she found the doll sitting on her bed, the blanket strewn aside. It was as if Emily had never left. Desperate to break the doll's hold, Sarah turned to an expert in the supernatural, who explained that the doll was possessed by a vengeful spirit. It was a restless soul seeking retribution for a long-forgotten injustice. With the expert's guidance, Sarah conducted a seance, imploring the spirit to find peace and release the doll from its torment. The room grew cold, and Sarah felt a presence enveloping her. The doll's eyes filled with sorrow, and a chilling wind filled the room. The seance ended, and Emily's malevolence seemed to dissipate. The doll returned to its serene state, no longer a vessel for vengeful spirits. Sarah decided to lock Emily away in a wooden box, never to be opened again. The doll remained a haunting memory of a time when the living and the dead had intertwined. A chilling reminder that some objects carried more than just history. They carried the spirits of the past.